ending with confidence, the Q&A. So, again, it's a good idea to have one person handle the Q&A slide. So, that's the person in the one in the podium. So, pero, pwede pa rin siya mag-answer ng questions kasi may mic siya doon. So, definitely, so what we suggest is prepare slides also for Q&A. Okay? But our suggestion is do not show to the judges your prepared slides. Kasi there was a time, actually even last year ata, may isang team, ang ginawa is pinakita na niya agad yung dashboard niya, everything for the Q&A. So, actually, that gives idea to judges na, ito yung mga prepare nila. It could possibly be the judges won't ask those topics anymore kasi alam nila na prepare nyo na yun, or they'll dwell too much questions on those topics. No? So, may mga strategy as to how to hide muna and then just go directly doon sa slide na gusto nyo i-present. Okay, so up to the team how to discuss and prepare for that. And then, as the questions are asked, this person flashes the appropriate supplemental slides as another person answered, here's what we think. Ayun. So, yung taga-click nung sa slides, dapat familiar siya into order ng slides nyo para kapag tinanong agad yung tanong, alam niya agad ano yung i-represent na slide for the Q&A. So this one is an example of yung dashboard for the Q&A. So again, what we suggest is do not show this, no? It's for your internal purpose lang. So if you notice, every section of the report, you should prepare slides, no? Not just in the presentation, but also in the Q&A. So from the simple company background, board of directors, officers, down to your industry, financial analysis and valuation, sensitivity, ensure that you prepare slides for that sa Q&A. So again, make sure everyone gets a chance to answer some questions. Avoid over-answering. Very important yan. Avoid over-answering. If you think na kaya siyang sagutin by just one sentence and is concise, then that's enough. Hindi mo kailangan i-prolong yung statement mo na ang dami mo nang sinasabi na hindi mo na sinasagot yung tanong mismo. Okay? So avoid over-answering. Answer questions as clearly and concisely as possible without looking like you're desperate, worried, and insecure. Okay? Avoid that, no? So, just be confident lang, period, na actually karamihan sa mga estudyante in the past years, ang nangyari sa kanila is they present confidently, lahat sila, to the point na kahit mali yung sagot, they still look confident. So, kaya siya naging equal playing field sa mga teams. Kasi ang factor talaga dito, confidence eh. Kailangan magaling mag-present, magsalita, mag-convey ng yung message to the judges. Okay? Kahit alam mo naman na medyo mema yung sagot mo, pero medyo nandun naman, basta pakita mo lang na confident ka, I think malulusotan yan. No? So, but at the end of the day, always substance is important. So, listen carefully to the question. Kasi karamihan talaga, mga students, they don't answer directly to the questions. So, just always remind yourselves na be on point. Okay? So, be conscious, do not keep explaining that you already answered the question. Okay? Especially doon sa second statement. If nasabi na nung first speaker and mag-additional statement kayo, ensure na hindi siya repeated substance from the first statement. Dapat added value siya. Okay? So, we prepare some parang possible questions based on previous questions asked by judges. So, possible questions, ito, what is CNPF's market capitalization and free float level? What is the average daily turnover? What is the shareholder structure? How much is foreign ownership? Give me 3 reasons why I should sell CNPF. Naging controversial question to in like 1 year kasi nung tinanong to ng isang judge, hindi prepared yung team na tinanungan ng judge na to. Ang nasagot nila is reasons to buy. So kaya naging negative talaga yun sa team na yun. And then, ang nangyari dyan, tinanong siya ulit doon sa sumunod na team, which is nasagot perfectly. So, ayun. So, kaya lagi namin nilalagay yan yung Give me 3 reasons why I should sell CNPF kasi baka matanong ulit. And then ito, may nagtanong na yun before, how many analysts cover this stock? Kasi what they want is, if this is just a second or a third liner stock, diba? How will you convince really investors to invest in this stock if it's not part of the blue chip, diba? Doon sa index, diba? Which is medyo ganun din kay CNPF. What will make the stock reach your target price? This is another usual question from judges. Kasi usually ang tanong nila is, aside from the catalyst that you mentioned already, what do you think will drive talaga yung stock price? And then the other questions usually they ask is, beyond the catalyst you mentioned, what are the further upside potential? Diba? Other questions that they ask is, yung target price mo, that's good for how long holding period. So, yun. Tapos tatanungin nila, did you consider that in your valuation analysis? Mga ganun. Other questions, more of technical, how did you derive yung beta? Especially if yung beta na ginawa nyo is a pure play method. So, you unlever and relever. Tatanungin nyo, why did you do that? Why not just simply use the beta of CNPF itself? Mga ganun. Some sensitivity questions, perhaps what is the impact of tuna price volatility to your stock price? What is the impact of the proposed CTIRA bill? Okay, yung possible phase 2. What is the impact of higher interest rates? What is CNPF's competitive advantage over other suppliers? How are CNPF's margins compared to its competitors? Yeah, so these are just some questions, possible questions, but we don't know what questions will really be asked. No? So, be prepared. Okay? Yun. Kasi yung mga judges, iba-iba yan. May mga judge na very technical specific, na ang focus ng question is really on the details of how you compute your value. So, may mga judges na very detailed to the point na as in specific assumptions mo sa valuation tinatanong. May iba rin na very general yung tanong na investor perspective lang na in a general overview, why should I buy this or why should I sell this? So, be prepared both scenarios. Okay? So, what to do when the judges are asking questions? Be confident. So, maintain eye contact, smile confidently, quickly identify who will answer, then pass the microphone. So, usually, ang strategy dito is mag-usap ang mga team members, ano yung signal nyo para sino yung sasagot. Okay? Kada team, every year may ganun eh. Kung ano yung signal nila na siya yung sasagot, siya yung kukuha ng mic, pag-isipan nyo yun. Na to the point na hindi halata sa judges. Okay? So, as mentioned earlier, usually kapag yung tipong may tinanong, tapos medyo matagal, tapos pinasa lang yung microphone, usually it's a no-no. So, ensure na wala yun to the point na mahalata na yung sino may hawak, hindi niya alam yung sagot, pinasa lang yung mic. Okay? Tapos, how to add something to the verbal answer? Meaning, in terms of team involvement, paano yung mag-second statement? So, you look at each other, ano yan, optional. Depende sa inyo kung how yung strategy nyo. But, usually, you state by starting with, I would like to add to that. Okay. Further to what my colleague has mentioned, or in addition to that, mga ganun. So, up to you na yun. So, remember, the judges watch for confidence. Okay? Kasi yun, ilang ulit na tayo dyan. It's really confidence. So, it should be well rehearsed. So, kung paano ka mag-present confidently sa presentation, maintain that composure sa Q&A. Okay? How to emphasize a slide or other points? Just point to that slide. Yun lang naman yun. So, what impress other judges? Kasi may mga other teams wherein they, even sa Q&A na, they have this ready slide for a sensitivity, such to the point that even the numbers, hindi, without looking at the slides, alam nung speaker. So, that's a plus point for the judges kasi it means you're really well prepared, di ba? So, what to do before the final round starts? Get to the room early and get a sense or feel of the room. So what we will do is during the finals presentation day, we will send sort of a schedule to you as to magsaselect kayo ng slot kung saan pwede kayo pumunta sa venue mismo para mag-rehearse. Okay? So we allotted Rehearsals 1 hour ba each team? 1 hour yung magre-rehearse before the finals.
Ano lang?
Ilang minutes?
20 minutes lang.
20 minutes lang pala. So,
magsasend ako ng schedule.
Oh, yeah. Magsasend ng schedule si Precious. So, mangyayari is, we will allot 20 minutes na sila lang yung nasa room, right? Na kayo lang yung nasa room para to check your slides kung gumagana, and then to rehearse with the microphones. Essentially, para rehearse ng entire presentation nyo sa stage. So, we will allot schedule for that prior to the 2 p.m. start actual competition. So, tapos, speak with the society representative and ask them in advance or check through your slides. So, doon sa allotted time nyo to rehearse, i-ensure nyo na walang technical issue mangyayari. So, check nyo na yung slides nyo na gumagana. Tapos, kung may issue man, sabihan nyo agad yung staff namin para ma-resolve. Okay? Tapos, the SMART team will have all kinds of contingency plans. Okay, so, should there be any hindi ka nais-nais na mangyari, always be prepared with the worst case scenarios. Okay? Kasi, previously, in the past 2 years, nagkaroon ng issue sa isang team na kasamaang palad, sumakto sa team nila na yung microphone nasira. So, wala naman kami magawa kasi nag-represent na sila and the show must go on. So, ang nangyari, throughout the presentation, till the Q&A, walang microphone. Sumisigaw lang sila. So, just be prepared on worst case scenarios. But, rest assured, we'll avoid that situation na. Kasi, may mga nangyari na talaga in the past na couldn't be avoided. But, we are familiar with those already and we want to ensure that won't happen. Kasi, ang saklap naman, di ba? So, kung mangyari yun. But, we'll ensure naman na that would be avoided. Pero, just in case, be prepared. Okay? So, always naman, pag may mga ganyang situation, for the judges, that won't be a factor. Always what they look at is your presentation and your composure and your answers sa Q&A. Okay? So, wala siyang bearing. Okay? Pero syempre, masaklap na. So, ayun. So, what to do if the student who is presenting suddenly freezes? So, in short, the mental block. So, kung may na mental block, I'm pretty sure yung coach nyo masya-shock. But, kung may mental block man, wala tayong magagawa doon. Again, just proceed. So, kanya-kanyang strategy yan. Usually, ang gawin mo is just continue on doon sa ano yung maalala mo ulit na prepare mo. Kahit hindi siya continuation nung kung saan ka na-skip. Okay, so, in short, ituloy mo lang. Okay? Avoid to the point na ang tagal mong naka-steady lang doon, tapos kita halata na parang binabalikan mo yung memorize mong speech. So, avoid that situation, okay? If the freeze happens and somebody needs to enter the bridge, then say, well, I would like to continue that conversation. Or even sa Q&A, if you think na kailangan na agad ng tulong ng member mo, then nicely, pag-usapan nyo how to do that, kung paano mo siya isasalo, isi-save. Okay? So, another thing is avoid conflicting statements sa team members. Like, for example, the other team, ganito yung sinabi niya, and then may sinabi ka na contradicting to her statement or his statement. Avoid that. Kasi, mababa na talaga ng team involvement yung pag okay? So, ayun. Hopefully naman walang mangyayaring ganito kasi I assume na everyone is doing their preparation. So, actually, once you're there, doon sa stage, at the start, kakabahan ka, pero once you start, nandun ka na, mawawala yun. Ewan ko based on experience. Long ago. Pero, ayun, so, Then, how to practice individually or as a team? Our suggestion is practice both individually and as a team. Kasi, first individually, you need to assess ano yung weaknesses mo individually. Di ba? So, you need to address that first eh. And then, as a team, you want to ensure that all of you are driving together. Talagang makikita yung team presence. Okay? So, practice both individually and as a team. You want to avoid looking like it's 4 separate people speaking about 4 separate subjects. Dapat 4 or 5 people speaking the same. Okay? The winning teams have been practicing out loud, and if you have a chance, get somebody in school, get a classroom in your school, get an audience, and get feedback. Mag-simulation kayo sa schools nyo or sa inyo na when you practice, make sure na may audience naman kayo mag-practice para may mag-feedback naman sa presentation nyo. Or mag-invite kayo ng mga kakilala nyo na pwedeng mag-ask questions sa inyo to practice you in answering Q&A. Okay? The more you practice as a team, the better. So, practice is the key. How to divide the 10 minutes and decide who takes which part. So, that's a decision that you have to make. But, as mentioned earlier, strongest people at the start and at the end. Tapos, usually yung flow is, we start with the recommendation, what's your key catalyst, and then, usually, from those key catalysts, doon magpo-flow yung discussion eventually. So, that already include discussion with the industry, competitive advantages, your financial analysis, and then your valuation. And then usually, inuuli namin yung risk and sensitivity. Then, again, at the end, reinstating your recommendation. Okay? So, that's a typical structure, but again, it's discretion of the team as to ano yung flow na gusto nyo. So, and then usually kasi kung sino yung expert, yung gumawa dun sa area na yun, siya na yung magsasalita on that area. But again, up to the team. Okay? So, yun. And then usually, at the end, yung mga teams may sinasabi na, thank you and we are ready for your questions. So, basically, they say that just to let the judges know that open na kayo for Q&A. Okay? So, yun. So, again, everybody should contribute. Hindi pwede na may hindi magsasalita sa presentation. Okay? So, everyone should have his or her part of the prepared speech. In the Q&A, as much as possible, everyone should contribute. Pero sometimes that hindi siya nangyayari, no? Pero as much as possible, make everyone speak. Pero what I suggest, actually ang mga strategy ng iba, they have 2 good speakers. Definitely sila ang sila ang highlight. Pero they ensure na from time to time, may pumapasok na isa o dalawa sa team na magsalita para may team involvement pa rin. Pero you could actually allow your strongest speakers to really be to answer the questions, but ensure that hindi lang magmukhang sila lagi nagsasagot. Okay? So, yun, determine who the confident speakers are. The person talking about a technical topic has to know what he or she is talking about and know your strengths, weaknesses. Okay? So that you're able to figure out ano yung best strategy na pwede nyo gamitin sa competition. Okay? So, this one is, wala naman na to, how to go up the stage. Essentially, diniscuss natin kanina yun, you know. So, yun, shake hands with the judges at the start and then go up the stage. Then do your presentation. So, other tips, just relax, okay? This is just 20 minutes of your life. So, make full use of it. So, it's just one chance. So, ensure na yung sa 20-minute na 20-minute na yun, maximize yun na yung opportunity. Imagine na you prepare for this at the, kailan pa kayo nag-start na ito? June, July, mga ganun, di ba? It took you several months to prepare for a 20-minute presentation of your life. So, do your best. Wag kayong kabahan kasi yung fear that will make you lose. So, just relax. Just think of this as one of your favorite hobby or your fun fun moment of your life. So, enjoy. So, loosen up. Talk to each other. Say okay to each other. So, meaning here, before your presentation, relax lang. Usap-usap kayo. Huwag kayong sobrang seryoso na kinakabahan. Okay? Just feel the environment. So, ayun. Actually, yung talaga pinaka-tip namin, 20 minutes lang to ng buhay mo. So, sagarin mo na, huwag ka nang mahiya o matakot, di ba? Tsaka, kung alam mo namang you prepared for this, walang mangyayaring masama sa'yo. Kasi kung alam mo pinaghandaan mo talaga to, believe ka sa sarili mo na kaya mo yan. Again, at the end of the day, confidence matters. So kung sino yung sa tingin ng judges na kaya ng team, kung sino ang tingin ng judges na ang team na kayang dalhin yung Philippines sa regional, meaning confident sila na ma-present yung thesis nila, yun yung mapapadala. But again, to remind everyone, their grades is just 50% of the final grade. Okay? It's a 50-50 weighting. So, just to remind again everyone, the grading will be based on your average ranking. Okay? Hindi siya yung relative position na if you're first, that's pure 1, or if you're second, that's pure 2. It's your average ranking. So kung 1.6 ka man or 2.2, yun yung gagamitin namin. Similar doon sa maging average ranking mo sa presentation. And then we just do a simple average to that. Yung pinaka may mataas na ranking will represent the Philippines sa regional. Ayun. So, medyo pressure on your batch kasi the previous year, yung kanina pinapanood nyo, nanalo sila sa globals. So, si Miss April talaga, bago i-end yung term niya, ginalingan talaga. No? So, yun. So, medyo pressured lang on the Philippines kasi we have the highest number of global championship. At the same time, we're the defending champion. So, and I'm pretty sure naman na kaya yun ng isa sa inyo. So, good luck. So, other tips lang is, we suggest you get familiarized with previous competitions. If you check YouTube, may mga uploaded videos doon. So, watch how them present. Then, actually may mga videos din doon regarding the Q&A part. So, you could already actually listen to ano yung mga possible questions na tinatanong ng mga judges. So, we provided links din, just in case gusto nyo panoorin. Maganda yung sa Merato ng UP Diliman, actually. So, magandang reference yan, as in sobra. Tapos, syempre, yung mga winning team from Ateneo de Manila, yan. So, meron yan sa YouTube uploaded. So, ayan. So, those are the reference points. And that's it. So, ayun. May questions kayo regarding the finals presentation? Tanungin nyo na ngayon. So, or may gusto kayo i-clarify or i-confirm, tanungin nyo na. So that we could also, kung it's material, we could think of it and let you know ano yung pwede namin gawin. Wala naman. So, all teams are ready sa finals presentation. Wala kayong questions? Okay, sige. If wala, then it's the decision time, draw lots. So unfortunately, wala yung other team. So yung last, sa kanila mapupunta yung number na yun. But could we have one representative from each team to pick your lucky number? Touch move to once you get that number, you could not exchange numbers with other teams, okay? And then please let us know ano yung number na makukuha.
Sulat na lang.
Okay, so Athena kayo, right?
Yeah.
So Meraki is then last blue chip.
Blue chip.
Okay. Okay, other reminders. So what we'll do is actually, we'll send reminders to everyone doon sa schedule for your rehearsal. Okay, and then we'll also send reminders once malapit na yung competition. Again, just be reminded also that your written reports, revised written reports, have to be submitted on Feb 6.
6.
And then your presentation slides, Feb 11.
11.
Okay? So, yun. Again, thank you for coming here. And then, good luck to everyone. So, thank you.